Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Studio Pilates. My name's Hannah. Today I want to take you through a standing mobility workout that you can do from wherever you are, which is really going to help to warm up and just mobilise through all of your main muscle groups. I hope you really enjoy this. So for today's head to toe class, we're going to start standing, bringing those feet together, heels come out, toes come out to meet them, and then we're taking a gentle rock backwards and forwards. So just moving the weight from your toes to your heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. You can start to rise up onto your toes a little bit. So just increasing the movement through that ankle. And then bringing yourself to a standstill where that weight is evenly balanced between your heel and your toe, coming up to your knees, making sure that they are in line with your hips and also soft. Core engaged, thinking about that pelvis. Like a bucket, we're going to tip the water out of the back and out of the front. So just isolating the movement through your pelvis. And then bringing that to a standstill. And that tailbone is pointing down to the floor, restacking those vertebrae, growing towards the ceiling. Next, thinking about that pelvic floor. So internal sling of muscles, holding everything in, thinking about it like a lift. We're going to get in that lift on floor 1 and slowly ride it up to floor 10, so feeling that internal squeeze. And then slowly, with control, letting it off. And again, up to floor 10, holding it there. And then slowly, with control, letting it off. And one more time, up to floor 10, so feel that internal squeeze, holding it at the top. Then this time, with control, you're going to slowly let it back down until we get to that floor 2 or 3, and that's our 20 to 30%, going to hold for the rest of the session. Next, thinking about that TVA, so putting on that big belt, drawing it up to the 10th hole. And then slowly, with control, letting it off. And again, up to that 10th hole, so feel your waist getting smaller, belly button moving towards your spine, holding it there. And then slowly, with control, letting it off. And final time, up to that 10th hole, waist gets smaller, belly button moves towards your spine, holding it there. And then this time, slowly letting it down, notch by notch, until you get to notch 2 or 3. And that's our 20 to 30%, going to hold for the rest of the session. Thinking about breathing next, keeping hold of that core, going to inhale. Bring those arms up and over, and then exhale. Push all the way, bring your arms back down, and again, inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. And one more, core engaged. And exhale down. Super. Taking your right ear to your right shoulder, you're just going to bring your right hand up and just place it on top of your head. So you're not pulling on your neck, your hand is just acting as a weight, holding it there. And then bringing your head back up, taking your left ear to your left shoulder again, placing your hand on top of your head, holding it there. Just breathing as you stretch out through that neck, core engaged. And then bringing your head back up. Then you're going to turn your chin to 2 o'clock, nod your head forward, place your hand on top of your head, hold it there. And then bring your head back up, turning your chin to 10 o'clock, nodding forward, placing your hand on top of your head again, holding it there. and bringing your head back up. Okay, from here, putting your right hand on the right side of your head, and you're going to try and look towards the right, pushing your head into your hand, holding it there. Then placing your hand on your forehead, pushing your forehead forward into your hand, hold it there. Core engaged, don't lean forward, just push your head forward. We're building strength in those neck muscles. Then left hand to the left side of your head, trying to look towards the left, holding it there. And then placing your hand on the back of your head and pushing your head backwards into your hand, holding it there. I'm going to do that one more time. So right hand to the right hand side of your face, looking towards the right. And then placing your hand on your forehead and pushing your head forward into your hand, hold it there. And then left hand to the left hand side of your head, trying to look towards the left. And then placing your hand on the back of your head, pushing your head backwards into your hand. And then bringing your hand back down. From here, we're going to take 3 shoulder rolls backwards. And 3 shoulder rolls forwards. Then we're going to take 3 elbow rolls backwards. And 3 elbow rolls forwards. Then you're going to interlace your fingers, bring your hands above your head, core engaged, keeping everything else nice and still. Just going to mobilise through those shoulders and take those arms on a circle above your head. So you're just moving your hands in a circle, keeping the rest of your body nice and still. And taking it in the other direction. Mobilising and warming up through that shoulder joint. And then you're going to start to let your back and core get involved. So you're now creating a bigger circle, but it's important that everything from your hips down still stays still. So think soft knees, pelvis is still, you're just moving through that upper body. And taking it in the other direction. And then coming back to the top and stretching those arms up and away. Then you're going to bring your arms forward. Core engaged if you want to. You can sit down into a bit of a squat position or you can stay standing. Then from here you're going to take your arms out to the side so they're just in front, your hands are just in front of your shoulders. This is going to be our starting point. Then from here you're going to just take them back so they're just behind your shoulders. So you feel that squeeze in your shoulder blade. Think belly button to spine, core engaged, pelvic floor on. Just a really slow, controlled movement. It's working into those back and chest muscles. Really opening out through those chest muscles. And to do 3 more like this. So just moving your hand from just in front of your shoulder to just behind. Thinking about your shoulders really relaxing down. Shoulder blades melting down your back. So you're not holding your shoulders up near your ears. Okay, now you're going to bring those arms back to the front, core engaged. We're going to just take the right arm this time. So right arm comes, so it's just in front of your shoulder and then taking it back. Again, really relaxing that shoulder down. Don't hold your shoulder up near your ears. If you are in a little squat position and you're starting to tire, then just go back up to standing. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. Really relax through that shoulder. You're just moving your hand from in front of to behind your shoulder. And final 2 here. Final 1. And then bringing that arm back. Other arm, so taking that arm out so it's just in front of your shoulder, core engaged. And then moving it back. Really relaxing that shoulder. Think shoulder blade melting down your back. Opening up through that shoulder joint. Working into those back and chest muscles. belly button to spine. Final 2 here. Final 1. And bring that arm back to the front, core engaged. We're going to take both now. So both come out to the side, dropping the shoulders down and then back and forth. Really start to feel this in your shoulders now. This should start to tire slightly. We're going to do 3 more here, and then we're going to do singles again. Final 1. Then bringing them both back to the front, core engaged, pelvic floor on, right arm comes out, and then back. Thinking belly button to spine, core engaged, dropping that shoulder down. Don't hold your shoulder up near your ear, let the joint relax, let your shoulder blade relax down your back. Final 2. And final 1. Bring that arm back to the start, the left arm comes out, core engaged, moving through that shoulder, melting that shoulder blade down into your back. Making belly button to spine, pelvic floor engaged. 3 more here. 2. And final 1. And then bringing that arm back, and then you can bring yourself back up, and we're going to reach to the right hand side, lift that arm up and over, squeeze those obliques, come back to the top. So think belly button to spine, core engaged, pelvic floor on, and we're just reaching down and stretching that arm up and over. So I want you to imagine you're stuck between 2 panes of glass. So as you bring that arm up and over, it's not coming in front of your face, it's coming straight over your head. So think elbow to ear. Keep your knees nice and soft, core engaged, pelvic floor on. See if you can reach a little bit lower every time. Can you get a little bit lower, a little bit closer to that knee? Stretching that arm up and over. And 1 more to each side. And then this time we're going to add on a little hold. So we're going down, up and over, holding it there, bring the other arm up to meet it, back to the middle, and let it go. Other way, down, up and over, holding it there, bring the other arm up to meet it, back to the middle, and let it go. Think belly button to spine, core engaged, pelvic floor on. Make sure you're still moving on that side plane, so you're not bringing that arm in front of you. And we're working into those obliques, so your core muscles that run crisscross along your sides. Thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. We're going to do 1 more to each side, just really warming up through that back and core. So this is our final one. And then bringing those arms back down. Well done. Okay, going to move on to our legs now. We're going to start with a little scuttle run. So you can pick how hard you work in this. So we're going to use a squat position, but you can pick how deep you go into your squat. You're going to need to start on the right hand side, and you're going to need about 2 steps to your left of space. Then you're coming down into a squat position, core engaged, chest comes forward slightly, make sure your knees stay behind your toes. From here you're going to step to the left, bring your feet together, step to the left, bring your feet together. Then we're going to go back, so we're going to step to the right, feet together, step to the right, feet together, left, together, left, together, right, together, right, together. Keep low, but only as low as you feel comfortable. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. I'm going to do 1 more to each side like this, and then we're going to add on a little tap. So final one. So this time we're going to go back And as you come in, you're going to tap your opposite hand to your opposite foot. So we're going to go together, together, tap, together, together, tap, together, together, tap, together, together, tap. Always move the wrong hand. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. We're going to do one more to each side. Ooh, flying into the sofa bed is always good. So this is our final time. So final time to the left. And final time to the right. And coming back to the middle and bringing yourself back up. Give those legs a little wiggle. Now we're going to start to work into those heels as well. So core engaged, we're going to come back into a squat, belly button to spine. And then you're going to push yourself back up and raise onto your heels. Raise onto your tiptoes, sorry, not heels. So you're working through that foot now, belly button to spine, core engaged. Going up onto your tiptoes. Now if you can't get onto your tiptoes because you're too wobbly, then just stick with your normal squat. Think belly button to spine, core engaged. If you can get up onto those tiptoes, that would be really good. And what I want you to do is as you come back up, you're pushing your hands backwards. So you're just opening up through those chest muscles again. Belly button to spine, core engaged. Okay, so this time we're going to change it. So you're coming up onto your heels, up onto your toes. I'm convinced I'm going to call them heels, say clearly. And you're going to stay on your toes, down into your squat. Keep those heels off the floor, and then you're going to push your heels into the floor, drive yourself back up. So up onto your toes, down into your squat. Drop your heels to the floor, drive yourself back to the top. So we're going onto our toes. Squat, heels, drive back up. Toes, down, heels, drive back up. One more. Whoop. Don't worry if you're a bit wobbly like me today. Heels and drive back up. And giving those legs a little wiggle. Well done. So final standing exercise. We're going to stretch out the muscles in our feet. So we tend to neglect our feet a little bit, so it's really good to work through them. So weight's coming into the left leg, right big toe is coming to the floor. So you're stretching through the inside of that foot. The weight stays in that left leg, so you're not putting any extra weight on that right leg, you're just holding it there for a stretch. Then you're going to place your little toe on the floor and take that stretch through the outside of your foot. Again, weight stays in that right leg. Then you're going to place the ball of your foot on the floor and push into the ball of your foot, making sure your knee is roughly in line with your ankle. And then placing your toes upside down on the floor, taking that stretch through the front of your foot. And then bringing that foot back down, transferring your weight to the right hand side, left big toe to the floor, take that stretch through the inside of your foot, holding it there, core engaged. And putting your little toe on the floor, taking that stretch through the outside of your foot, holding it there. And then placing the ball of your foot on the floor, pushing into the ball of your foot, holding it there. And then tucking your toes under, taking that stretch through the top of your foot. And then bring that foot down. Thanks for joining my mobility workout today. I hope you found it beneficial. Check out my playlist for other videos you can do from wherever you are, whenever you like. Bye for now.